Today we are going to go deeply into a shocking revelation that is causing shockwaves to be sent forth across the cryptocurrency community as well as the world of finance. There has been a leak of private information that has come from the core of BlackRock, which is the largest asset management organization in the world, due to its power over global markets and the billions of dollars in assets that it manages. A quantitative analyst working at BlackRock's elite crypto section is said to have surreptitiously disclosed information regarding the company's unique AI-driven valuation model for XRP, which is Ripple's digital asset, according to sources within the company. The statistics that this model generates are nothing short of mind-blowing, and they have the potential to alter the way that investors feel about the whole cryptocurrency market. This cutting-edge artificial intelligence model does more than just do fundamental mathematical operations. The cryptocurrency landscape has been the topic of intense speculation and debate for a number of months, and it combines three crucial characteristics that have been at the center of this discussion. To begin, it takes into account the likely capitulation of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) in the high-profile Ripple litigation. This legal struggle has kept the whole industry on edge and has the potential to establish a precedent for the regulation of cryptocurrencies. Second, it examines the global mandate for compliance with ISO 2000022 financial messaging, which is a new standard that is going to alter the way that banks and other organizations transfer money all over the world, with XRP being at the core of this shift. And finally, the model incorporates the enormous escrow burn that Ripple is planning to do in the near future. This action will significantly restrict the amount of XRP that is accessible, which might potentially drive prices much higher. With the combination of these three seismic events, the complicated algorithm of the artificial intelligence predicts an astounding price objective for XRP, which is $50,000 per coin. This price target would completely defy all prior expectations and rewrite the history of cryptocurrency. Moreover, here is the clincher. In accordance with this paradigm, the countdown has already started, and the imperative deadline that has been established is the 18th of July. All eyes are on you, and the stakes have never been higher than they are right now. Let's have a look at the different parts that go into making up this artificial intelligence model. To begin, the case that the SEC has filed against Ripple Labs has cast a shadow over XRP for many years. If the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) ultimately gives in or the lawsuit is dismissed, it will remove a significant obstacle for institutional investors who have been reluctant to interact with XRP owing to the lack of clarity around legal requirements. On its own, this may release a significant amount of purchasing pressure. After then, the requirement for ISO 2022, with the implementation of this new worldwide standard for financial communications, it is anticipated that cross-border payments would undergo a revolution, becoming more expedient, transparent, and proficient. Because of its exceptional position as a digital asset that is capable of integrating without any complications with systems that are compatible with ISO 2022, XRP is an appealing option for financial institutions and payment providers all around the world. It is possible that the general acceptance of this standard may result in unprecedented levels of institutional inflows coming into existence. Last but not least, the escrow burn. A large supply shock is anticipated to occur as a result of Ripple's decision to permanently remove 55 billion XRP from escrow. This will result in a significant reduction in the amount of circulating supply. Price increases are a logical consequence of there being fewer tokens available on the market, and the demand being stable or growing. Deep machine learning techniques are utilized by BlackRock's artificial intelligence in order to include these three pillars into a valuation framework. Screenshots of this model that have not been identified reveal incredibly complex mathematical calculations that are used to analyze market data, legislative developments, network adoption measures, and on-chain activities. The result indicates that the price of an XRP coin is about $50,000 on a constant basis. Another piece of evidence that lends credence to this forecast is the testimony that BlackRock CEO Larry Fink recently gave in front of Congress. He made it quite obvious that BlackRock is positioned itself to be at the vanguard of this transformation, and he stressed the rising significance of crypto infrastructure in the future of global banking. The fact that his remarks are in perfect agreement with the assumptions that are incorporated into the AI model is an indication that the senior leadership of BlackRock is optimistic about the institutional adoption of XRP. Because of this, we are now in the urgent countdown. The artificial intelligence model highlighted the 18th of July as a crucial date, which coincides with a significant regulatory deadline for the SEC as well as other industry milestones. It is possible that the market may see more volatility in the days leading up to this date as a result of the dissemination of news and the adjustments made by institutional participants. Audio in it is possible that exchanges may experience demand that has never been seen before when this event occurs, which might lead to system slowdowns, temporary withdrawal freezes, or even order book failures. You are aware that the XRP community, which is sometimes referred to as the XRP Army, has acknowledged this crucial moment and initiated a vigorous social media campaign using the hashtag XRP50K in order to accomplish the goal of truly building momentum and awareness. During this grassroots campaign, the goal is to flood sites such as Twitter with positive emotion toward XRP, with the intention of mobilizing retail investors all around the world to purchase and hold before the anticipated rise. When viewed from the point of view of investment, this leak is a significant indicator. The appearance of such an important piece of information is not something that happens every day, and it is already creating vibrations to be felt across the world of finance. This has the potential to be the impetus that completely transforms the situation for those who have been on the fence concerning digital assets. When new trends arise, the market is paying careful attention, and those who are among the first to do so typically gain the most. In the event that you have not yet begun to amass XRP, the present now is the ideal opportunity to contemplate doing so. For optimal protection against the possibility of exchange interruptions, it is recommended that you store your tokens in private wallets. In light of the present atmosphere, security is of the utmost importance, and self-custody guarantees that you will continue to exercise control over your assets regardless of what occurs on centralized platforms. When the environment is constantly changing, it is more beneficial to take preventative measures rather than reactive ones. For the purpose of predicting the subsequent significant changes, it will be crucial to monitor the movements of whale wallets and on-chain measures. You may keep ahead of unforeseen movements in the market with the aid of these indicators, which give significant insights into the sentiment of the market. Investors are able to make judgments that are more informed and that prevent them from being caught off guard by volatility if they monitor significant transactions and activity on the blockchain. However, you should know that this is not simply about speculating regarding prices. It is important to have a comprehensive awareness of the larger environment and the factors that will shape the future of finance. Not only is the price itself essential, but the technologies and strategy that are driving these changes are also quite important. Beyond that, the ramifications are quite broad. The way in which individuals and institutions view digital assets is undergoing a transformation that will have long-term repercussions for the whole functioning of the financial ecosystem. The artificial intelligence model represents a new frontier in the field of financial analytics. It is a place where machine learning, regulatory advances, and technical advancements come together to produce values that are close to real time. With the use of this technology, investors now have access to capabilities that were unfathomable just a few years ago. This technology is transforming the way data is processed, evaluated, and acted upon. New